What's good, YouTube.com? The heelist of Ballers is back on the channel. As you can see by the title, it's time to talk AEW All Out live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in the Scotiabank Arena. We have a total of 9 matches on the card. I will not be talking the pre-show because I don't really, watch the pre-shows that much. Outside of I did watch the pre-show last time for Forbidden Door. Actually, it was very fun. It was actually very fun. But let's not wasting your time. We have a long way to go. Let's get into it. So much wrestling this weekend. Let's kick it off with the Hurt Syndicate going up against Ricochet and Bishop Khan and Toliano. We're going to keep up with AEW television with this one. Apparently Ricochet, he was a little bit upset, of course, that he didn't get to join the Hurt Syndicate last time in the last year that played upon that. So he cost them the freaking tag team championships. So I am certain that the Hurt Syndicate want to have their way with Ricochet and his crew. MVP will be wrestling in this match. This will be, I believe, his second match in AEW. I think he had his first one last year. I don't remember when it was. I think it was also in Tag Action. I don't remember. But this is his second wrestling match in All Elite Wrestling. So, okay, cool. Let's see how it goes with MVP. Of course, we all know about Big Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. We all know how great those two are. And Ricochet. We love Ricochet. We love Ricochet around here. And the other two, they're just there. No offense to Bishop Khan and Toliano. No offense. Just don't care about you. Ricochet's all there. That's all I care about. But besides the fact, the Hurt Syndicate are going to go in there. They're going to break Ricochet. They're going to break his crew. And then they're going to hurt people. They're going to continue to hurt people, my bad. Because the Hurt Syndicate, in my opinion, is going to win this match. And waltz out of All Out with the dub, and that's what I'm going to go with, the Hurt Syndicate. We have the return of Eddie Kingston, who has not been seen since he suffered an injury last year, and he suffered a leg injury. He had surgery, and it took him a while to get back and recover, obviously, from what he had. Great to see him back. Should be cool. Should be great. And he's going up against Big Bill. Okay, cool. That's really all I can say about this. There it is, Eddie Kingston's return match. Not much really to talk about with this one, but I will say this. Great to see Eddie Kingston back. It's going to be great to see him back. Can't wait. So that's really all I can say about this. Eddie Kingston is going to win. It's just going to be great to see the Mad King back in action. And he has been dearly missed. He has been dearly missed. So Eddie Kingston is going to beat Big Bill. Up next, we have the AEW Tag Team Championships along as Brodito, the Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and Hechicero and Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family will be going up in a ladder match. I am looking forward to this because you guys know I love ladder matches. Ladder matches are always fun. The only problem is the Young Bucks are in this, and I can't stand the Young Bucks. There you go. Brodito have been fun tag team champs since winning them at Forbidden Door. I was happy, I was excited, and I loved it. Jet Speed have quickly become my favorite tag teams of AEW and of this year. I mean, I love Speedball, and Kevin has, again, become one of my favorites of AEW this year, and the dude is amazing. Hechicero and Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family. Screw you, Don Callis, by the way. Hechicero is crazy awesome, too. He had a match with Bandito at a recent Ring of Honor pay-per-view, which was super freaking fun. I really enjoyed that match. And we all know Brody King is great too. Josh Alexander is great. Then there's the Young Bucks. Oh yeah, the Young Bucks. I will give them this. Their characters have been cracking me up these past few months. And now they're back to being rich. So that's something. Oh joy. But who's going to win this match? Brodito just won the titles. I really don't think they're losing just yet. Now, if they were to lose, it would be a perfect way for them to lose for not getting pinned. It's a ladder match. And anyone but the Young Bucks. I'll just say that. Anyone but the Young Bucks. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to go with Brodito to retain the tag team titles because I really want them to lose one-on-one to Jet Speed. Please, I really need to see that match one-on-one. I think Brodito will retain the tag team championships. And like I said a few seconds ago, hopefully we'll drop them to Jet Speed and not the Young Bucks. There you go. That's all I can really say about this. Brodito to retain the tag team championships. We have a triple threat match for the AEW Unified Championship as the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, Konosuke Takeshita, and Masquerade Dorado going up in a triple threat for the Unified Championship. Okada has been the longest reigning champion in AEW history. That really is awesome. I mean, it's Okada. I mean, we all love Okada up in here, man. Okada is amazing. Masquerade Dorada is cool. And Takeshita has beyond come into his own. I mean, he's really ready to break away from the Don Callis family. Fuck you, Don Callis. So, there's that. That stare down with him and Okada this past week on Dynamite was so cool. It was so cool. And Masquerade Dorada is just here. Again, nothing against the guy. He's just there. It should be a fun match, though. It's Okada. It's Takeshita, and it's Dorado, and he's cool, too. That's all I'm going to say about that, really. That's what I can say. It's going to be a fun match. I could see this where they take the title of Okada. Like, he doesn't get pinned or anything like that. But I think he's going to hang on to it just a bit longer, just to drop it to Takeshita one-on-one. That's what I would do. And that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Okada to retain the Unified Championship. And we can carry that into the next pay-per-view. And then maybe that's where he drops it to Takeshita. Because I need that one-on-one match. Come on, I need that match. So I think Okada's going to retain here. And that'll be it. The Rainmaker walking out still the Unified Champ. We have for the TBS Championship on the line as the CEO, your CEO, my CEO, everyone's CEO, I'm kidding, Mercedes Moné going up against Riho, the inaugural AEW Women's World Champion. If you guys remember Riho, she was out with injury, I believe. That's what I've been reading up and what I've been seeing on television. She was out with injury for like a year, and she came back a few weeks ago, and she attacked the CEO and took her out, and you're not winning this match. That's what I can say about this. You are not winning this match. Literally, I believe a week before a Wrestle Dream, which is next month, which is crazy to think about, Mercedes will become the longest reigning TBS champ in history. So she is not losing. I would be legitimately shocked and dumbfounded if they took the title off her. To be fair, there's only nobody left. There's really nobody left, which I'll say in the next match with someone that needs to lose their championship. But Mercedes is not losing. It would be fun, I guess. I mean, it'd be kind of a cool change there, but I just don't see it happening. Riho is great at what she does, but you're just a stepping stone for the CEO to get over once again. Mercedes Moné is retaining her championship. She ain't losing just yet. And only God even knows who she's losing it to. So, yeah, there you go. Mercedes Moné retains the TBS championship. For the AEW Women's World Championship, we have timeless Toni Storm defending against Tekla, Jamie Hayter, and one of my OG faves in AEW, my girl, Chris Statlander. I am looking forward to this because it's time for Toni Storm to lose. I know. She's great at what she does. Do not get me wrong. Toni Storm is amazing. But there's literally, I don't think anybody else left. There's really nobody else left for her to defend after this. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody else, unless anyone else out there in the world can think of anybody. There is really nobody else that she can literally beat, I guess. I mean, a returning Hikaru Shida would be great. Please, Tony Khan, please bring back Hikaru Shida. Please, that's not one of my faves, please. But other than that, I really don't think anybody else can beat Toni Storm. So here's where you take the title off her. I hope they do. I really hope they do. Let's go through these competitors. First of all, we have Tekla. Just debuted in AEW a few months ago. I have seen a few clips of hers from Stardom. She's great. She's awesome. She's scary as hell. And she's a badass. The leader of the Triangle of Madness with Julia Hart and with Sky Blue. And all three, honestly, have been doing very well for themselves. And I'm proud. Congratulations. That's legit been a fun stable. I'm not going to lie. Then we have the former AEW Women's World Champ. We have, of course, Jamie Hayter. Hayter hits hard, Haterade, the former AEW Women's World Champ. We all know how great Jamie Hayter is on here. She's awesome. And I could definitely see her winning back the championship on this night. And then we have, of course, my AEW original, my OG fave in the women's division in this company, my girl, Chris Statlander. And I've been a big Statlander fan for a long time. And I have just been very proud of how her journey is. Her and Hikaru Shida are my big main faves, women's-wise, when this company started. And, Shida went on to become the longest AEW Women's World Champ in history. And she got that, and I'm still proud of her, and please put her back on television. And then there's Chris Statlander, the former TBS champion, the woman who actually ended the streak of Jade Cargill and brought her TBS championship reign to an end about 2 years ago. She's really coming to her own since an alien, for being the whole thing with Stokely Hathaway, which was fun, which I really wish lasted longer. And now to just kind of at crossroads with the whole Death Rider storyline and her buddying thing with Willow Nightingale and all that stuff. She's really coming to her own, and I've been so proud of how far Stat has come. And I really hope this is the night that she gets her due. And I've been waiting so long for her to finally get her moment, and I hope it happens on this night. As much as this pains me to say, and I don't want her to win, I just got this feeling that timeless Toni Storm is going to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. I know everything I just said right there for all this, I was hyping up my fave, but I don't know. There's three things: death, taxes, and Toni Storm retaining world championships. I feel like that's what's going to happen here. She's going to retain, and that'll be it, sadly. So, Toni Storm to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. For the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, we have my boy, the Hanger, Hangman Adam Page, going one-on-one with the TNT champion, Kyle Fletcher, the proto-star of the Don Callis. There's so much Don Callis family on this night. Good God, what the heck's going on? Anyways, Kyle Fletcher's great. He's beyond coming to his own. Future world champ. He has it all. He has the look. He has the wrestling skill. He has it all to be a future world champ. But it ain't going to happen on this night because the Hanger literally said he wants to see the best being brought out of Kyle Fletcher. And don't worry, you're going to get on that night, Hangman. But don't worry, you'll retain the championship as well. And the stipulation, well, it's not really a stipulation, but basically the whole thing is if the Don Callis family interfere, it'll be an automatic DQ, and Fletcher be stripped of the TNT championship. Listen, Kyle Fletcher has a bright future in All Elite Wrestling. He's great. He's awesome. He has everything to look for in a professional wrestler. But that night is not going to be his night because the AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page, is going to deliver a buckshot lariat to Kyle Fletcher, and he's going to retain the world title, and that'll be it for that one. And it should be fun because, again, these two battled this year in the Owen Hart Cup, and Hangman won that one, and Hangman is going to win in this one because that's what he does. The AEW World Champ, Hangman Adam Page, to defeat the proto-star, Kyle Fletcher. In a coffin match, we have a Darby Allin and Jon Moxley. Oh boy, these two have no grounds for their own body, as we all know. These two are insane people. We all know what they do. We all know what they're all about. And right here at All Out, it's going to be the same thing in a coffin match. Darby Allin lost a coffin match last year at All In to Jack Perry, if y'all remember that. Now this year, he has Jon Moxley of the Death Riders, the leader of the Death Riders, and obviously this has to be where I guess this rivalry ends. I don't think they continue forward with it. I definitely think they could, but I think this is where we're going to have the return of Orange Cassidy. That is correct. I think that Darby Allin's going to be overwhelmed by the Death Riders, and the new member of the Death Rider, which is Daniel Garcia, I think he's going to be so overwhelmed by all of that. And then we're going to hear the theme song and the music of Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy. He's going to make his return. He's going to help good old Darbs win and hopefully put an end to the Death Riders once and for all. And now that I say that, they're going to continue on with the Death Riders for eternity. So there you go. But I do think, in all seriousness, Darby Allin is going to win the coffin match, and he will put an end, for the time being, to Jon Moxley. It's December, so it's been a while since we've seen Freshly Squeezed himself. This is where I think he'll return and help Darby Allin win the match. Darby Allin to hopefully end Jon Moxley, and I doubt it because they're going to continue this rivalry more. I don't know. We shall see. Darby Allin to win. Tables and thumbtacks. Oh my. as we have MJF going up against Mark Briscoe, the never-ending rivalry, and honestly, one of my favorite rivalries of the year. I've actually been enjoying it, I'm not gonna lie. We obviously know how it's been going, the personal jabs, the blood, the anarchy. MJF recently got married, congratulations to him, by the way. And of course, Mark Briscoe, once again trying to get revenge, because MJF keeps mocking the late great Jay Briscoe. So what better way to put the man who's been mocking and belittling your family and your brother than by having him go through torturous pain with thumbtacks and tables. And I guarantee we're gonna see like ladders and stuff, because that'd be legit funny. But in all seriousness, I am gonna pick MJF to win this match. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but I just got this feeling he's going to sneak away a win. I mean, he just lost to Hangman Adam Page at Forbidden Door. And I don't think they're going to end this rivalry just yet. I think they're going to up the ante next time. That's what I think they're going to do. I somehow think MJF is going to escape with this win. And I don't know what they're going to do next to top what they're about to do. I don't know. All I know is I think that MJF is going to barely win this match. But I'm going to go with the Devil, MJF, to beat Mark Briscoe. And last but not least, we have the hometown boys, Edge and Christian, going up against FTR. This rivalry is personal because, well, FTR were the ones that actually helped the Rated R Superstar get back into wrestling shape all those years ago to get back into the ring. And of course, they have a long-standing friendship and a long history with each other, and that keeps spamming on and on and on, and it's been something. Of course, we all know FTR were the ones who put Edge out of commission a few months ago. And of course, he came back and said he was going to help Christian with his problem with the patriarchy. And he did. So now it's time to take care of the FTR problem. Now, who's going to win? It's going to be the Rated R Superstar and Christian Cage picking up the dub. While it would be shocking to see FTR win in front of that rabid Toronto crowd, they're going to give the win to E&C, which I would not mind. But I would really like to see FTR win, just for like, holy crap, we are now the greatest tag team in the world because we beat Edge and Christian, which would be, oh my god, for them and the personal relationships they have with each other and their friends. That'd be pretty cool. See E&C put over FTR. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't think it's gonna happen. We're gonna go with Adam Edge Copeland and Christian Cage to win and beat FTR. And that is my prediction for AEW All Out. It's loaded. This whole weekend is loaded. Both shows are loaded. I am excited to watch just a bunch of wrestling with my friends and my family. I'm just very excited. Shout out to my buddy Christian Miracle, who is going to All Out in his kingdom of Toronto. So I hope he has a great time. And I'll be watching it, and I'll be enjoying both shows and just flipping back and forth, even though technically I believe All Out, ends before WrestlePalooza. So we shall see. But regardless of that, happy wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys have a great, safe day out there. Stay awesome. Stay safe. Please, Too Sweet, the like button down below. Subscribe if you like this one. Follow guy, Twitter, Heel Battler. Instagram, Heel Battler YT. And I will see you all on the next one. Too Sweet, and peace out.